Just put the gazebo up to give us this little outdoor space, seating space, meeting area where I can start doing the drum circles, do my therapy. Right next to Hope the van. There's the lodge down there. We'll do the shop and the fishermen things. And that'll be turned into a little fishing shop down there and a self-service cafe. Also we've got the caravan here. That might turn into something, like a cafe shop or whatever. This is going to be a garden, herb gardens. Just trying to get all this weeded now and make this into a nice little area, outdoor sitting area, because I have nowhere to sit apart from lying in bed in the van. So this is so nice to be able to have the fresh air and be sheltered from the rain. I'll bring the sides down. I've got the sides to the gazebo, so here where the settee's out a bit, I can put the side around this corner just to stop it getting wet. Maybe we'll do that back bit, and obviously we can also close these off if need be for privacy and to keep the weather out. But this is such a nice area. So this is the old log burner that was in the shack. I'm just going to clean and paint this down. This would be a nice little outdoor fire for up here, and we've got a new log burner in the shack down there. We've just got a sort of chimney out. Working on all the compost loos at the moment, just lots going on. It's never ending jobs here, but it's really coming on lovely. The little self-service outdoor cafe area for the fishermen's really popular. So to be able to have snacks and hot drinks available, hot water available, is obviously really beneficial, because we're totally off grid here and we don't have water here. It has to be brought in. So be able to have food and snacks and obviously somewhere to sit down there, and now be able to have somewhere comfortable to sit here. And also I can do my talk and my therapy, have friends come, you know, and with it being so close to Hope as well, that works really well. So I've got to untangle all this, undo this, tie the gazebo down, make some, I say obviously having the blue cover across the back will hide that and keep us discreet in here. It's just the settees we've got at the moment. It's got to work with what we got, but they're very, very comfortable. And when you're sat on them, you can't actually see over this fence, so it's very discreet meeting going on. So hopefully discussions and teachings and that are very discreet. Nobody can see what you're up to. So we'll have to get a waterproof line down here and bring a mat down. It's really coming on nicely. So, got lots of leaves falling at the moment. So we just sort of keep scraping them into piles. We need to have a leaf burner at some point. It's all slowly going through the lists of things to do. We're working on another compost loo up this end at the moment, so you see the IBC on top of that container. That's starting to hold water, so obviously we've got to get water down this end, and in where the brown area is, there's another compost loo being built there, and a compost urinal of all things. Because at the moment we've only got one down the far end in the woodland, so that will hopefully replace the portaloo and not smell so bad. Still got to get all this gravelly stuff's got to fill all these areas in. So all this area needs weeding and making this nice and tidy. I think he's got plans to have another toilet up this end as well. I'm still waiting for my solar to be fitted. Got someone who will do it, but that's just got to get ready to get that done. But yeah, also we're going into the colder months now, so I'm trying to sort of shut the door at night time and hope when the cat's going out at night. So now try to teach them to come in at night time rather than explore at night time, so we can all be warm at night and then they can go wandering in the daytime. Or obviously have areas like this where you can sit and be sheltered. But obviously the van can get out of here nicely. It's a much better parking area, and also having that meeting area there, you're not walking all the way across the wet grass and mud to get to the gazebo over there. You can just park up here and go and sit down there and go on the gravel. So that's going to be a lot easier and also safer as the winter months come through. And obviously that gazebo, once the van's out the way, the gazebo sits quite nicely there. Just need to tie it down. It matches quite well with the caravan. That's there. I've just got to get them out of there. Found some more batteries I've got to get hooked up on my solar. So now Hope's another story altogether. I've got lots to do with her. But that's the land, you know, it's coming on beautifully. Glenn's working his butt out, and we've got more people coming to do fishing. New people are coming back, and new people are starting to come. And it's just a lovely, lovely place. You can see here on a wet day, a miserable day, it's just a little piece of heaven, just to come and sit amongst nature and enjoy. This is just one of the lakes. There are 2 other lakes. I'll also do a walkabout at some point and I'll show you more, and I'll show you the progress that's gone on down the bottom in the woodland area as well. So there's the water container on top of the, water tank on top of the container. I'm going to start having rainwater to have water coming down, because this is the new compost loo area, still being built, so excuse the fact it hasn't got a door on it yet. So this is it's a separator loo, so that's going to be really good. And then the men have got a separate urinal as well. There's obviously a sink here. I'm just trying to find a water container that can sit on here without breaking, that we can just have a tap coming off to collect water and wash your hands. Obviously it's all got to be in a bottle, soft grid. So there'd be a door on here obviously for a bit of privacy, but it's a really nice sheltered outdoor compost loo. And there's where hope is. Here's the new net dipping tank just been made. So the fishermen's nets are dipped every time they come and go, to make sure you've no diseases coming in or leaving sight. And as we come down here, this is where all the fishermen fish on the main course lake. And then we have a self-service cafe with all snacks and hot drinks. So basically they can take their own mug, got a flask of hot water, they choose what drink they want, tea or hot drinks, in a disposable or a mug. They've got your honey, your sugar, your whitener, get hot water in, they take it away and obviously dispose of the disposable ones, or they can bring the mug back for washing up. I'm going to be putting some of the smokes in there or something, or maybe even the teas, we'll see what happens. Try and get some smokes in there maybe, but I've got to be a bit careful because obviously they're 18 plus. So I might just have that to be different herbal teas, so they can choose the tea bags to go through there, and then have another shelf at the back there for more goodies. Got the bigger table out here now, because inside here is where we're going to turn it into a little walk-in fishing shop. So this will eventually turn into this little area, be a shop, there'd be a wall down there, this will be fully enclosed. We're hoping that these doors will be cut off and there's an extra bit in there which can become a shop as well. We put all like fishing gear and everything in. And then behind this door is going to be the new office. It's a log burner just been put in there. I won't open it because it's storage at the moment, but that will obviously be open so they can, the idea in the future is to have a window cut in here so people can pay at the window. And obviously you can walk into the fishing shop or have a self-service cafe and have a reception in there, and we can sit in there with a nice warm log burner and keep warm through the winter months. Obviously it's all got to be enclosed yet, so again this is all a work in progress. And then we head down to the woodland, where we're entering the woodland from the course fishing lake area. So we come down this path and we enter through here, and this is where more changes are happening. Straight to the right you see we've collected a few more IBCs. 2 of these will be going over there to make an outdoor shower, and one will go in here to do some water collection. So obviously we need to have areas of collecting water, which we haven't done yet. Started to clear all this. This is the walkway through into the farmer's field, and there's a path all the way over to Country Park over the train line. Straight ahead, and there's a marshy area. It's like a little bamboo farming at the moment. I'll show you the back of that in a minute. So this is the pathway into the rear entry of the woodland camping area. So down this way we have the toilets, past the swing, and then this end of the little gutter we have a pee-pee loo for the ladies, and another compost loo for poo-poos, which is also a washroom. It's a really nice little shed, this, nice and spacious. When you go in you've got a compost loo, nice picture on the wall, and you've got a sink here and your mirror and all your hand things and everything. So a nice space to change and have room to do your do's. And then over this side is of the ladies didn't have a toilet area, so they've made this really for the ladies. Pull the curtain across and there's a toilet there for wee-wees, and you put the papers in the bin which gets burnt or composted. That's a nice little area protected by a little shower, and that just goes through the drain pipe down to ground. And here's in the back area of where I think the shower's going to be down here. This is obviously going to be an area of waste and things, but you can see the lovely bamboo farm being created down there in that marshland area. There's plenty of bamboo also around the lake. We've got some girls to be harvesting, but I'll see if we can about making that into a nice sort of bamboo farm. That'd be really nice to actually harvest that. It's another job on the list, which is obviously a huge jobs going on here and opportunities at Willow Garth that can be created. So this is going into the camping area from the other end. You can see down there the main course lake. This tub here we're going to make into a raised bed to grow herbs or whatever. We've got all the old blankets down to do a bit of permaculture and kill off the weeds. There'll be wildflowers going down here to the side of the path. Obviously you can see need a lot more wood chip to cover the floor yet, but we finally have got a completed outdoor sauna. The chimney is now on. Glenn's been very busy doing this, so a sneak peek. All this is going to go to grass here. A lot of work needing doing. There's your campfire, central campfire area. That's going to be wood store, and I don't know if I can get in here or not. There we go. There is the lovely wood-fired sauna, and you can see maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in there quite happily. When we get that going, I'm sure we'll be getting that going soon. Now the chimney's on to trial that. That's a lovely little outdoor wood-fired sauna, and then you have to walk around the outside here. I'll just go down this side in a minute and take the path through here. I've got lots of paths to make sure the grass has a chance to grow. So here's your communal campfire. So I do lots of singing, dancing, chanting and partying around the campfire here. And then there's the outdoor kitchen there and an outdoor washing up area. And then we follow the path this side. You can see that takes us onto the view of the predator pond. All the pike in there, you see it's all been cleared. Trees have been cut down, the pond's been cleared. All the reeds have been pulled up and back, so obviously a bit more tidying to do, but that is just really coming on absolutely lovely with the island in the centre. So there's your predator pond. So obviously this pile of soil is still slowly being dug away. Another wooded area there just to make some more herb garden around this tree. All around the trees are put into grass, and that little area there put into grass. You can sit on that log. This is going to be a little bonfire area to burn off that, and then all this down here is going to be compost, but it's a long-term compost pile to go down to soil. This soil pile will slowly be taken down and fill in all the ruts and everything around everywhere else. You can see it's all coming together nicely. You see the green that's getting there. We've sowed some more grass. It's going to look lovely in the spring when this is all coming too. So we're trying to pass to rest these areas and reseed the grass areas and have a path that people stick to going around. Perfect. And then this is your central campsite area. There's a yurt there. Just Glenn's a yoga yurt. It's looking really lovely in that actually. And then still working on reseeding all these areas, and needs all the thistles taken out. But it's a nice area here to camp in. With there is one fishing, what do you call it? Fishing pod, not pod, fishing stand. I don't know what they're called. Fishing peg to fish from on this side. So we have some camper vans come this side, and they can also fish this side of the course lake. So you can see how it's all been cleared. A lot more space on the pegs. And looking over to that side, so they can see the main shack and the cabin. And you can see how it's all laid out now. So this is your camping area. Then you've got your pike pond. You see with all the trees being thinned out, you can tie it all together now. And then the third lake, the big carp lake, is behind these trees. These trees are yet to be thinned. And once this area has been thinned, obviously you'll be able to see onto the big carp lake there. So there's a little roadway going back through that way. And there's a nice little walkway going through here. So walking from up to the campsite, past Predator Pond. We have a nice little walk through here. On this area to the right, you've got a little community area that's been rented out to do some therapy and working with people. There's another peg behind that bit there. That sort of fence there, we're hoping to do down alongside the bottom, going down to the sauna to protect the big ditch. You can see how the pipe pond is looking awesome now. All these reeds were right here before and they've been completely cleared all the way back to there. There's actually an island in the centre. And there's no barley going in the water to help stop the algae forming and oxygenate it and things. So that's why you see tubs with bales of barley straw going in. Obviously there's lots of growth in the bottom. That's another day. It's just getting the main areas done. So this is still an area that needs to be cleared through and thinned all through there, back of here. And you can see the big main carp lake. This area's got to be tidied, but we've cleared this bit here. So the path going between the two lakes. This boat's free to collect her. The water's quite shallow here at the moment. So there's your pipe pond, and here is the end of the big carp lake, which goes all the way around in an L shape all the way around there. So I'll pick you up on that side. At the end of this little walkway through, that's a big long path down to the campsite fire, and all the way up the top to the top end of top corner of the main carp lake. And as you walk way back through into the camping area. So this is the big carp lake. That's slowly being cleared as well and being thinned out, and all the lilies have been thinned out. You can see it goes quite a way round. It's a nice little wood chip peg here, so I'll show you from here. It's a lovely lake, this one. So you've got a nice central island, and you have pegs all the way down this side and down this side, and the odd one over there. So you've got two islands in this one. Huge carp pond, quite difficult catching here, certainly for more of the seasoned angler who knows what they're doing. This carp are very wise in this pond. So we're going to pick up the path that goes around here back to the caravan. So top left corner is where we've got the Casio still, animal housing, a nice brick area here which is going to have maybe a log business here, or store, or I don't know what's going on with this one, but you've got the other gates here, another entrance. And this is all to be worked on. So the roof's going to be going on this building here to have a nice waterproof store, and it may be just an area for storage, or it depends on what planning goes on, but it's a nice area down here. This is where I originally was hoping to be parked, but obviously by being down here I can't see any of that up there. So that's why I've been put down that end, so I can keep an eye on things up there. So this now takes, this is your big carp lake. You can see the central camping area. That's the long walk down to the bottom. It's basically like a triangle. So this is the top end of the triangle roadside now. We're going to walk back. Here we go, still on the far side of the big carp lake, and you have these big concrete areas, big concrete pegs. The idea here is to have some fishing night shelters with heating in the future, so that's why they're so big, because they're going to have pods on them at some point. So this area is more for the big long-term night fishing carp anglers and that. You see it's a beautiful area to fish onto this side of the island. This area here, that's subject to planning, some plans they've got there, so I'm not going to go into what that's about at the moment. Obviously you can see this is all the fishing areas being done. Lovely areas to fish from. So obviously you can put your bivvy on the grass and have your fishing gear on the concrete for now. And then this area is all fenced off. That's a separate area. That's going to be dealt with later. So all these trees have been thinned and made it easier to fish from. Lovely grassy area here and path going back to the other car park. What a lovely view down to the central camping area, and here you can see a little grass roadway going between the lakes. Just enough space for a car to go through there, which can get you onto the central area And that central camping area is basically in the centre of the 3 lakes, which is absolutely stunning. So nice just to be able to sit outside and watch the birds and the clouds. Watch them as they shape shift into different things. Look what I've got in the van with me this morning. I don't know if it's one the cat's caught and brought in or whether it's coming on its own. I'll panic it too much, I'll catch it in a minute. But beautiful little robin. I've come to say hello. Let's sit down a minute. Hello, beautiful. Must be, that's quite profound. Must have some sort of message there, haven't we? Alright, calm down, baby. I couldn't get on camera before I caught him. Aren't you beautiful? Aren't you beautiful?